Good morning. Trying to get this set up right. I'm kind of rigging it in my home salon. So good morning to everyone. Some of you I know will be watching in the replay, but that's okay. Sorry for having to readjust this. My camera is not wanting to participate this morning. This is my daughter. My name is Lori Hughes, for those of you who don't know me, and this is my daughter, Victoria. We are doing this video from home today, so she is my guinea pig. So I wanted to go over with you this morning how to use your Monat products and make sure that you know all the ins and outs of how to use it. This morning, just want to let you know that with Victoria, about once every couple of weeks, we do an overnight oil treatment. If you have our Rejuvenique oil, do these overnight oil treatments as often as, once a week, or even more often, depending on your hair type. Ask your hairdresser or your market partner how often you should be using it. But the overnight oil treatment is going to be sure that you are breaking up all of the impurities, the sulfates, the chemicals and stuff that are on your hair or on your scalp, and they're going to start to break that up so that you can get a better cleansing when you're using your shampoos and your conditioners. It's just going to help get in there and really get the job started. So with Victoria, we put a lot of oil on her last night. She looks like a greasy teenager. That's how much you want to put on until you brush it through and you just get kind of a, greasy teenager look. Then sleep on it, and then when you get up in the morning, then you're going to follow through with your shampooing and all that I'm getting ready to do. So when you get in the shower, or some people will wash in the sink or whatever, if you're going to do a mask, we'll go over that. The first thing you're going to want to do is get your hair really, 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 really wet. So we're going to scare you? Yeah. So for those of you, let me know if you can see Victoria. If you can't, make sure that you can swipe the comments to the right. That way it'll free up the space at the bottom so you can see what's happening at the bottom of the screen. It's hard to get us both in there. Good morning, Carol. Hey, good morning, Miss Carol saying hi. She's not feeling her best this morning, so she's not exactly thrilled to be here. So we're gonna get the hair really, really, really wet. I can't see many of the comments because I don't have my glasses on, so. When you're using our products, they're very highly concentrated. I know you've probably heard that before, as had I, but ours are extremely concentrated. I've never used something quite as concentrated as ours are. Bottleless shampoo will last me personally about 3 to 4 months. If you don't have as long of hair, or if it's finer, it can last anywhere from 4 to 6 months. My husband uses the size of a pea on his, so his lasts quite some time when I don't get into it. We share some. So what you're doing, I've got Victoria really wet. We've washed hers. We wash hers every couple of days. She's in the teenage years, so we have the oily scalp. I know some of you probably think I'm oily, I would never do an overnight oil treatment, but trust me, it is the best for those of you who are oily as well. So I've got her really, really wet. I'll wring out just a little bit of the water because a lot of times I end up putting some back. And on her first, I always use our black shampoo. It's very clarifying. And when I do this treatment system on her, like a home hair spa, I will use this first. You get a good clarifying after I've done the overnight oil treatment, and then I'll use her regular hydrating shampoo. So I'm going to use about the size of a quarter on her because she's got a ton of hair. I hope you can see that. All of these bottles that are round like this click, so you can hear it click. Make sure you're doing that, not trying to open it. Make sure when you close it, you click it. Next thing you're gonna do is emulsify this in your hands. So when I say that, I mean like get it kind of soapy. Start lathering it, okay? With shampoo. Shampoo is for the scalp, okay? everything is going to get on the ends, but you're gonna concentrate first on the scalp, okay? So you're gonna go in here and I just kind of pat. When I'm in the shower, I'll do, you know, pat it here, and then I'll flip over and pat it underneath, and then start scrubbing. With our shampoos, you always shampoo 2 times. The first time, most people do not get any bubbles. That's okay. That's normal. Think of it like if you're going to get your carpet steam cleaned at home, what do you do first? You vacuum and then you steam clean. So I kind of try to get people that image of we're vacuuming first and then we're going to steam clean. Our products have to be able to get into the hair shaft, into the hair follicle, and you've got to get some of those initial dirts, oils. If it's your first few times using Monat, we got to start working through some of those older products, the waxes, the silicones. After years of using those start to build up layer after layer after layer. They don't get all washed away. So when you first start using Monat, it's a treatment system. So you have to start kind of getting those removed and getting them out of the way so that our products can do their job. So as you can see on Victoria, let me know if you can't see her. I'll try to readjust. But as you can see, we're not getting bubbles. I did the overnight oil treatment on her. Make sure you're getting the underneath also on your head. You always want this to sit for 2 minutes. So I will tell you, in my salon, I have a salon of 3. We used to be 4. For those of you who are hairstylists and are thinking about it, I'm going to be totally honest. I was the first one in my salon. The other girls in the salon all told me, no, I don't want anything to do with it. Until they started seeing the results of my clients when they came back. Now we are a fully Monat exclusive salon. So it has changed for all of us, for our clients, for the salon itself. We don't have to carry inventory anymore. It's fantastic. My clients can order on their website, you know, whenever they're ready, whenever they need it, it comes straight to their front door. So it's been a blessing in more ways than one for our salon. I always, you know, being able to provide something for my clients that I wasn't able to before when I had women who were thinning and, you know, dry hair, and, you know, I always use good products. There are some fantastic products out there, but I've never seen anything like this. So, all right, back to Victoria. We have scrubbed about 2 minutes. Would you say that's been 2 minutes? Have you been counting?
No.
I should have given you a timer. All right, so you can see there are no bubbles here. And sometimes you'll start and have a couple bubbles, but they will go away. That's okay. You are going to rinse really well. That's another thing with Monat is you need to rinse. Your hair is gonna feel fantastic, but rinsing is 9 times out of 10 when someone is having a little bit of an issue with something, it's usually because they didn't rinse well enough. Where did my warm water go? It's in Jonesboro. All right, so I'm gonna rinse her really well. Now, if you are someone with Monat, you can usually start to go longer and longer between shampoos. We highly recommend that you wash less often, and with our products you can, because there aren't any silicones and waxes and that build up, so you're able to start going longer and longer. Because of that, sometimes, you know, there are still environmental effects. So when you go like a week without washing your hair, and many do, me included. I was in Israel for 8 days. I washed my hair once while I was there. And because of environmental effects and that kind of thing, you sometimes will have the first wash with no suds, the second wash minimal, and usually you need that 3rd wash. So sometimes you need a 3rd wash. But make sure you're rinsing all that dirt. Remember, we're vacuuming all that off and out of the way. Our products it takes about 30 seconds for the oil in our product to reach the center of the hair shaft or to be absorbed completely into the cuticle or the hair follicle. So if you put it on and wash it off, put it on and wash it off, it's not even had time to get there to do its job. So you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're also wasting your product if you're not letting it do its job and leaving it on there for 2 minutes. I'm going to use the Renew shampoo now, which is our hydrating shampoo. And in case you don't know, Victoria has enough hair for about 3 horses. So I'm using, again, the size of a quarter. It's running, but for her hair, I'm sure most of you who have long, thick hair, you probably would have used, you know, the size of my whole palm. In fact, she probably used to, but I will tell you one thing. There's probably men all over the world, well, wherever Monat is, that are thanking Monat for one reason, and that's because women are in the shower a little bit longer. What do you do when you're in the shower and you have to take up time? Shave our legs. So plenty of men out there that are happy that we're staying in the shower longer and are bored enough to shave our legs. So that's what I always tell people to do. Now you can see on her, I'm already getting bubbles. And this is, I really expected to have to shampoo her 3 times. But we did that overnight oil treatment. And because I'm going to get some bubbles here, I will start running it through her ends a little bit. The shampoo always ends up getting on the ends. I will tell you also, in the beginning when you first start using your products, again, remember this is a treatment system, so you have to, I myself can scrub it in and let it sit while I'm shaving my legs, washing my face, you know, washing my body. But when you first get started, especially depending on what you've been using prior to Monat, you may have to give it some scrubbing. You may have to put some elbow grease in there, because some of those waxes and silicones, if you've ever tried to curl your hair and you take the curling iron down and it just goes, that's because there's so much wax on there that you have to get the heat up so high to bend plastic. So we're getting rid of all of that. That being said, you have to turn your heat down. You will not need the heat because you're not trying to bend plastic. So just keep those things in mind. Still scrubbing her 2 minutes. You can tell she's so excited. We have some amazing masks with Monat. With her, I will do a mask treatment. I wish you guys could feel and see how thick her hair is, because it's
that thick.
Her ponytail is
that thick.
I have to use 2 ponytail holders just to get it in like a bun. So I can see some of you saying good morning and hello, and so I'm going to just say good morning and hello to all of you, because I don't have my glasses, so I can barely read it.
Mom,
yes.
When there's these little, like, teeny tiny little hairbands, and whenever I put my hair in a bun with those, I have to use 15. 15
of those tiny, well, that's just not normal. So you can see her bubbles kind of went away. If I was going to do this and not be on camera anymore, I would probably give her one more good wash, but since we're here and we're doing this together, I don't want to take up your whole morning watching me wash hair. I want to show you real quick the mask and the conditioner while we're here. Some of you may have got samples in the mail. This is how you're going to do it all. Remember, again, we're rinsing really well. Hot?
Yeah.
Okay, don't burn yourself. Warm water when you're washing helps to open up the cuticle, helps to get that dirt washed away. Then when you're rinsing, your final rinse after conditioner, if you'll turn the heat down and cool it off, it'll help close and seal the cuticle. Those of you who have vivid colors on your hair, I hate to tell you this, but the whole time you should be using cold water. Hot water opens up the cuticle, cold water seals it. So now we're going to assume that you're getting out of the shower, and towel dry your hair a little bit. And we're going to use the mask. Now with the mask, you okay?
Yeah,
Did I give you a
splash?
That's all right. I'm giving her a facial too. With the mask, I usually, depending on the length of the hair, if it's shoulder length, you know, and above, I usually will stick my thumb in and pull it out. That's all I use, the rule of thumb. Now with Victoria's hair, she's got a little bit more than that. So I will usually just do 2 fingers and swipe it. I just swipe it. I don't scoop, I swipe. It's kind of like swipe right, swipe left. Not that I know anything about that. And then we're gonna use the ponytail rule. So from the ponytail down. Our mask, we have the super hydrating mask. We have a, super moisture mask. We have a hydrating mask. Yes, they're different. We also have the replenish mask, which is what I'm using on Victoria, which has some protein and some moisture in it. And we have our reconstructing mask, which is fantastic if you have chemical damage to your hair. Our instructions say to leave this for 5 to 7 minutes. I personally believe that the longer the better, not overnight, but if you will, you know, pin this up, walk around 15, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you know, you're fine. It's gonna be great for you if you have that time. Sometimes the second option you can do before you wash it is just to get your mask, wet it when you're at home, get it wet, towel dry it, put your mask on your ponytail into ends, and then leave it for about 45 minutes, an hour, whatever you're doing around the house, you're cleaning your chores, that kind of thing. And then go hop in the shower and rinse it really good, do your lathering and that kind of thing. You can follow it that way as well. Sometimes I'll wear it to the gym. I'll put my mask on, go to the gym, then come home, wash and condition. So you can do it that way as well. I'm not gonna leave this on here for 15 minutes, but I wanted to show you that that's all you need to put on. Your hair is going to feel amazing when you rinse this off. Again, you're going to rinse really, 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 really well. When you think you've got it all out, rinse a little bit more. Rinsing is very important. Your hair is going to feel like butter. And you are going to think, oh, I don't need anything else. This is fabulous. Oh, my hair feels so good. But our masks do not seal the cuticle. This is not your final step. So anytime you use a mask, always seal the cuticle. I know those of you who have baby fine hair are saying, I never condition my hair. Trust me, I had many clients that were the same way, that I had to say, please, please, please condition your hair. If you have that baby fine hair, that conditioner, you're going to need like a pea, maybe even half of a pea. But you need to do it and get it on there so that the cuticle can seal real good. It's very important for the health of your hair, for those of you who color your hair. If you want that shine in your hair, make sure you are following with a conditioner. And we have a number of different conditioners, whatever your market partner has suggested for you. With Victoria today, I grabbed our Smoothing Deep Conditioner. Like I said, she has a ton of hair and desperately needs for mommy to cut her hair. No. But we have this argument that she doesn't want one. So with Victoria, she's got a ton of hair. I will use about the size of a nickel maybe. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to get it. I smeared it. Don't forget this clicks. So I'm gonna use it spread out a little bit. It might be a little bit larger than a nickel. Let me see if I... Okay, that's not much. Again, we're going mid-shaft to ends. So we're gonna go just down here. So if you can just remember, shampoo the scalp, condition the ponytail. You're going to get that shampoo on your ends anyway. It's going to get there. You're gonna run it through anyway. It's okay. With our conditioners, you can let them sit for 1 to 2 minutes and then rinse. And remember, rinse really, 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 really well. You're going to, a couple of tips for you when you're, I'm not gonna leave this sitting for 1 to 2 minutes. When you're towel drying your hair, if you have something like a microfiber towel or a t-shirt, especially for those of you who tend to frizz, use a t-shirt to towel dry, use a microfiber towel. Terry cloth frizzes it up a little bit more. once you've done all this, then your hair is going to be ready for whatever styling products you have. Remember that you're not going to need the heat that you used to. So be sure that you have, if you're used to blow drying, curling, that kind of thing, please make sure that you are using our heat protectant and turn down your heat because you no longer need it. I can see somebody asked, conditioner doesn't need to go on the scalp. No, it doesn't need to. It's going to get there because once you start running your fingers through and that kind of thing, it's going to get there. For those that are using our IR conditioner, which has a little bit of the extra capixyl in it, you have a little bit shorter hair, you're going to probably already have short hair if you're using it for growing purposes, so you're going to get some on your scalp. And it's going to be, I would definitely let it sit 1 to 2 minutes. For those of you who are thinning using the IR conditioner, I would definitely let that sit 2 minutes. We rinsed her really well. Are you happy? It's not her favorite thing. So if you have any questions, just put them in the comments and we will be back to you. Tag your market partner. Maybe you have a question. If you just tag your market partner, maybe they can help you with the questions. I'll go back through and look at them as well. I hope this was helpful. Remember that if you are a stylist and you're curious about using it in the salon, you can reach out to me or whoever. I can help your market partner if they're not a stylist and help you with how I use it in my salon. But it's changed my clients and I won't ever use anything else. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and I will be seeing you in the group.